It's CCSD Today with your host, Erica Taylor. This week, we get an inside look at Haut Gap Middle School. Hear our exclusive interview with Principal Travis Benintendo. And learn about Haut Gap's exciting sustainability programs. CCSD Today starts right now.
Hello everyone and welcome to CCSD Today. I'm Everett German, your host. Well, we take the show on the road this week and we're over on Johns Island and we'll be visiting Haut Gap Middle School, one of the top middle schools in Charleston County School District. So we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll be joined by the principal, Travis Benintendo. He'll let us know about all the good things going on here at Haut Gap Middle School. You're watching CCSD Today.
I'm Jenna Dewan Tatum.
I'm Julia Ormond.
I'm Machen Amick.
And I'm Rachel Boston.
Every 2 minutes, a woman is diagnosed with breast cancer.
Breast cancer will claim over 39,000 lives this year.
But that won't be me.
Or me.
I won't let that be me.
The end of breast cancer starts with me.
And you.
And you.
And you. Go to mylifetime.com to get informed and involved.
Brought to you by Cruise Chevy. You've got a friend in the car business.
And welcome back everyone to CCSD Today. I'm Everett German and we take the show on the road on Johns Island this morning, and we're pleased to be joined by the principal of Haut Gap Middle School, Travis Benintendo. And Travis, first of all, thanks for being our guest in our feature school this week on CCSD Today.
It's my pleasure to be with you.
All right, now Travis, let's talk about the history of Haut Gap, one of the up-and-coming schools in the Charleston County School District.
Haut Gap Middle School has a rich history. Esau Jenkins started the school back in the 1950s, and we are trying every day to uphold that special heritage and all the traditions that come along with Johns Island.
Now, speaking of Johns Island, a lot of nature, a lot of trees, and from what I understand, Kiowa is going to be doing some special projects here on campus. Talk a little bit about the Kiowa project that I know you're very excited about.
We are very excited to have Kiowa Partners and Kiowa Resort as our business partners. We partnered with them last year. They are helping with some of our community and schools counseling. They're also helping with our soon-to-be outdoor learning facility. We wanted to build a facility to bring science and other curriculum alive. When it's tangible, students are able to learn more than just reading it in a book. So we wanted to create an outdoor classroom that allows us to work not only on curriculum, but also agriculture. The history of agriculture and farming on Johns Island is rich, and we want to preserve that, and we want to make sure that our students understand where we came from and then where we're going as well. So one way to do that is to allow students to work in our garden. We recently partnered also with Clemson Extension, who's going to help us run that curriculum. And in this soon-to-be outdoor learning facility, we will have a production area to hopefully use the produce from our soon-to-be micro farm to package that produce, sell it at farmers market, give it to our families in need, and just go from there.
I know you talked about basically where the school's been and where the school is going. I know a lot of awards that the school's received over the past couple of years, but one that you're really proud of, the Green School of the Year. Talk a little bit about your initiative there.
Well, we want our students to be academically competitive and globally. Now we just don't look for jobs in our neighborhood, even our state, even our nation. So we want to prepare them for the academic portion that way, but we also want to make them stewards of their environment. Whether they're from Johns Island or they move somewhere else, we want them to be responsible citizens. So one way to do that is through our sustainability program. And we have worked hard to put things in place so students can utilize our solar panel. They work on composting in our cafeteria. They work in our garden. Our green team was led by Kit Fox. He and the team received the #1 award for Green Team last year. And we're looking to capitalize on that this year. And really what it is giving students opportunities to learn about sustainability with their hands, not just reading about it once again.
Travis, as we walked through the halls, one thing that really jumped out to me was the I guess the diversity, the blend of the culture. Of all the schools we've been to, this school by far has to be Haut Gap, one of the, I guess, more evenly balanced schools in terms of culture. Talk a little bit about the makeup here at Haut Gap.
We are very proud of that makeup. We are 40% African American, 40% white, and 20% Hispanic. And it is a wonderful time to see all of these cultures coming together and acting as one. In Haut Gap, we are all Bulldogs. We are all part of a family that we've created, a climate and culture where we feel we're setting the example on how it should be, as well as showing adults, look, this is the next generation, this is how kids come together. It's not about color or race, it's about who you are and sharing that with each other. We see color. We want to celebrate our differences, and the kids do that here. So I'm very proud of this community and how far we've come and where we're going.
All right, Race to the Top. I know we had to talk about that program as well. Talk about that initiative.
Race to the Top is the grant for personal mastery. We are looking to reform the way we look at education in the standpoint of how grades are distributed, how the classes move together, giving kids a chance to move at their own speed and acquire those skills to be successful. For example, I was always poor in math, but the class was at one speed and I had to keep up. And a lot of times I was, so to speak, dragged behind the boat. Now, with personal mastery, we allow students to capitalize on what they're good at, but give them a little more time and structure when it comes to the things that they need to work on. So we are in the beginning stages of that, and we're looking to really make some strides this year and progress with how we educate our kids.
All right, so you've done a great job kind of talking about the school. The one program that really jumped out to me was the steel drum program.
Sure.
I know you have a lot of groups here that you're very proud of, but and probably throughout the show today we'll maybe go to break and come back to, from break listening to the steel drum class, but talk a little bit about that. That is a really neat feature you guys have here at Haut Gap.
Sure. Nick Kelly is our band director for steel drums, and he does a phenomenal job of working with all of our students. We have grades 5 through 8 here, and it's amazing. Kids who just arrived at Haut Gap, within 15-20 days they're playing music as a group. You know, there's about 30 students at a time in that class, and instantly it's as if they were a band that's been together for a while. They enjoy it. The community loves it. It's a great way to do something unique. And we actually are for hire, so if you want us to come play a gig at your event, we can do that. We talked about partnering with Kiowa Resort, and we will actually be playing at the Sanctuary this December, and we're looking for a secondary date as well. We've played the Black Tie Gala for the district and other events throughout, so we are very excited about showcasing all the different things we do. And this is just one way to do it through music.
All right. Well, Travis, sounds like a lot of positive things going on here at Haut Gap, and this will be the first of 3 different series. We talked about the program, the partnership with Kiowa, so we'll come back out 2 more times here at Haut Gap throughout the school year to kind of follow their progress. So, Travis, thank you for joining us on the show. All right, that's Travis Benintendo, the principal here at Haut Gap, and as he mentioned, we're going to go to break and we're going to listen to that actual steel drum class, and then when we come back, we'll have Kit Fox to talk about all the great things going outside here at Haut Gap. You're watching CCSD Today. We'll be right back.
law firm of Young Clement Rivers has been serving the Charleston Low Country since 1968. All of the lawyers of Young Clement Rivers are proud to be partners with the Charleston County School District. We are convinced that the hard work of the school district employees and staff prepares our young people to face the challenges of the future. We look forward to continuing our partnership and in helping the school district to meet its standard of excellence.
And welcome back, everyone, to CCSD Today. Our feature school is Haut Gap, and now we've rolled up our sleeves and we're outside and we're going to find out what the Fox says as we're with Kit Fox here to talk a little bit about, well, sustainability and all the great things going on outside here at Haut Gap. And Mr. Fox, first of all, thanks for joining us on the show.
Thank you for coming out, everyone. Excited.
Well, all right, Kit, let's talk about the Green School. Really cool initiative they got going on here at Haut Gap. Talk a little bit about Green School.
We have a ton of things going on here at Haut Gap. We're really excited about the environment, and we want our students to take that home to their families, to their community, and share that message that it's important to look out for the future. So here at Haut Gap, we have a variety of programs. Right behind you can see, just starting out is our fall garden, raised bed organic garden. And what we do out here is we bring out classes and we tie it into the curriculum, whether it's science, math, ELA, they can come out here and journal. We grow crops that we either donate back to the community or to our partners like the Low Country Open Land Trust, who has the Angel Oak across the street. And it's also a great place for kids just to come and relax, get their hands dirty, learn about the agricultural history of Johns Island, and about healthy eating and where food comes from. So that's one thing we've got going on. Berkeley Electric donated a solar panel for us to use, and that's tied into our science, technology, engineering, and math curriculum. And then we're also one of the first middle schools in Charleston County to do a composting program. So all the waste in the cafeteria that can be composted is, and we've reduced the amount of waste going into the landfill by 2/3. So,
and you talk about that, speaking with Principal Benintendo about the recycling program. Talk a little bit more about that in depth. He talked about just the reduction in trash bags. I mean, I guess from 11 to 12, to you guys are now down to 4, and I believe pretty soon you guys are going back to the old traditional trays.
Yeah.
Talk about that program here at Haut Gap.
Yes, sir, we are. We're really excited about that. Styrofoam is something that doesn't break down for thousands of years, and so we're trying to eliminate that from everything in our school. So we're going back to the old school trays, and we're going to have be able to reuse those. And we've done cost benefit analysis, and it makes more sense, even though we need to wash the trays. We're not putting all that styrofoam into the landfill every day. And pretty much we've reduced the it goes back to the trucks carrying the waste to the landfill. Just the amount of energy involved to make the plastic, all of it, we're trying to reduce that. And then the kids are the ones that made that happen. So our school green team, we have 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students. They get together weekly and they come up with community service projects, service learning initiatives, and then they share that with the rest of the school. So the kids are actually the ones teaching the other students, which is great.
And you talk about the kids, and just kind of briefly talking with you, you mentioned how sometimes kids may be having just a bad day or difficult day in the classroom or inside the school. the opportunity to come out here and kind of just unwind, that's a very unique way to kind of get kids to just take a deep breath and relax.
It is, yeah. Sometimes, you know, being inside, you know, having a lot of people around you can be, you know, stressful. So sometimes when some of our students are having a challenging day, you know, we can come out here, grab a watering can, you know, and it's a great opportunity to just strike up conversation and build rapport with our kids, you know, while they're learning about growing their own food. Yeah, and it gives them an opportunity to calm down and reflect on, you know, the things they've done, you know, maybe find solutions, and it's a great opportunity for mentoring and supportive guidance. So it's cool. We try to tie it in all around into everything we do here at Haut Gap.
Now, I've heard you mention the word community a lot just in talking with you over the past couple of minutes, and I know you guys have had some community events here as well. Talk a little bit about those.
Yeah, we have a Saturday sustainability program where families come out and they actually participate in the garden. We bring out grills. It's kind of like a big family reunion sort of, and you know, we give back, beautify our school, work out here, and we're also educating them as well. And then, you know, we have our Pride Days, our Fall Festival, that kind of thing, where we get the families involved. You know, local businesses are contributing. None of this would have been able to happen without the support of the community and, you know, local business people, parents, families, all of that. So, yeah, we're really lucky to have the community we do.
Now, Kit, you mentioned earlier about the solar panel. Talk about that and why that's so important.
Yeah, it's really exciting. Berkeley Electric Cooperative donated that to our school, and our 6th grade class uses that in their curriculum. There's a monitoring panel, and they can come out and actually see how many kilowatt hours that solar panel is giving back to the school. So it's a way for them to learn about you know, sustainable energy, renewable energy, and actually see it you know, on a shady day, on a sunny day. You know, what the difference is. They can calculate it. They're doing all kinds of experiments using that, and it's also, you know, feeding back into our school, which is great.
And Haut Gap is the only Charleston County School District that has this type of solar panel, is that correct?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, good. Well, like I said, in terms of this setup with the gardens and what you're trying to do, it's greatly appreciated. I'm sure the kids love it, and we've seen them out here working in the gardens, and just really, you talked about just something that they could be proud of and something that they actually did.
Yeah, that ownership and that pride is you know, it's so valuable, and I think just seeing them plant the seed and then watching it grow and become, you know, a pepper or a tomato or whatever is, it's really a powerful experience. And you see them eat crazy things that they wouldn't normally, you know, they'd push to the side of their plate, but they'll chow down on some broccoli out here. So it's exciting, and it's a fun thing to have going on.
Well, Kit, thank you for taking some time and joining us here on the show. And now we know what the fox says. The fox says you obviously have to recycle, and obviously if you can grow your own, that's the way to go. So Kit Fox, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, sir.
All right, we're going to take a break. More of the, I guess, the steel drum class. We'll go to break and hear from them. And then when we come back, we'll hear from Mary Lee Borman, one of the faculty members here at Haut Gap, to talk about why is it special teaching here at Haut Gap Middle School. You're watching CCSD Today from, well, Haut Gap Middle. We'll be right back.
Some problems are tough. Reaching your customers shouldn't be. Blue Wave and Comcast have the creative edge to make you stand out from the crowd and connect with your customers. Whether you need a commercial for television, video for your website, or a custom-made website, we are the easy solution for every advertising problem.
I'm Jenna Dewan Tatum.
I'm Julia Ormond.
I'm Machen Amick.
And I'm Rachel Boston.
Every 2 minutes, a woman is diagnosed with breast cancer.
Breast cancer will claim over 39,000 lives this year.
But that won't be me.
Or me.
I won't let that be me.
The end of breast cancer starts with me.
And you.
And you.
And you. Go to mylifetime.com to get informed and involved.
Brought to you by Cruise Subaru of Charleston. You've got a friend in the car business.
And welcome back, everyone, to CCSD Today. Still over at Haut Gap Middle School on Johns Island, and now we're going to go in the classroom with a veteran. 35 years of teaching experience. Mary Lee Borman enters her 4th year here at Haut Gap. And Ms. Borman, thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Thank you.
Well, talk about 35 years in the classroom. You've seen a little bit of everything from preschool to obviously high school. Why do you want to be a teacher?
I love the interaction with the students, and fortunately here at Haut Gap we're allowed to have a lot of interaction one-on-one with our students, particularly in the magnet program where there's a real push for academic excellence. And the students are very highly motivated. They want to do well, and they seek that interaction with their teachers.
Let's delve into that because, as I said, we're at Haut Gap Middle School, but there are 5th graders that go here to Haut Gap. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, we have a pre-magnet academy that is made up of 5th graders who are interested in becoming members of our academy, or our magnet program here. And so by bringing them in, we have 2 outstanding teachers, Summer Pettigrew and Chelsea Spites, who have taught 5th grade for Charleston County for a number of years. And they are the 2 5th grade teachers in our Magnet Academy. And they have a group of students who are very highly motivated students who want to join that Magnet Academy. And their classes are a little more accelerated than your normal 5th grade classroom would be. And they do a wonderful job of preparing them for the Magnet program.
We've seen some of the programs throughout the show that you guys offer here at Haut Gap. Just talk about the curriculum, because it seems like it's a very unique curriculum you guys have here.
Well, it is. We, along with our outside, our outdoor classroom and the sustainability movement, we have the steel drums. We have some high school classes that are offered to our 8th grade magnet students for credit. I teach one of them in English. They can take English 1, college prep for high school credit. They can take math for high school credit, the Algebra 1 classes. And they're also able to take Spanish for high school credit. And computer apps as well. So that gives them a leg up in the high schools. And most of our magnet students in particular apply to the choice high schools, to School of the Arts, to the Academic Magnet, James Island Charter, schools where they have to apply to get in. And of course, having those extra curriculum, that extra added curriculum to their transcript helps them in that effort.
We talked about it. You've taught for 35 years. I guess just talk about the difference in the way students are now, especially the students here at Haut Gap, maybe than the others over the past 35.
Well, you know, it's interesting because the students that I teach now at Haut Gap, while the technology, needless to say, is very, very different. And some of them can't believe that the first couple of years that I taught, we didn't even have, you know, little calculators to do our grades on. But the technology is a huge difference in what I see in the students. But really, students are students, and they've always been students, and they've always been, you know, somewhat motivated, others highly motivated. So in that respect, not a whole lot has changed in 35 years.
And again, and obviously, and not many may not know, but you've taught in different states as well. And finally, you settled here in Charleston and teaching at Haut Gap. And if you're a representation of what the teachers at Haut Gap are, I think the kids here are in pretty good shape.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, not a problem at all. All right, so there you have it. Mary Lee Borman, one of the fine teachers here at Haut Gap Middle School, taking some time and joining us here on the show today. All right, we'll take a break. More of CCSD Today at Haut Gap Middle School when we come back.
I'm Jenna Dewan Tatum.
I'm Julia Ormond.
I'm Machen Amick.
And I'm Rachel Boston.
Every 2 minutes, a woman is diagnosed with breast cancer.
Breast cancer will claim over 39,000 lives this year.
But that won't be me.
Or me.
I won't let that be me.
The end of breast cancer starts with me.
And you.
And you.
And you. Go to mylifetime.com to get informed and involved.
Locally sponsored by Ford. Ford is in the race for the cure.
The law firm of Young Clement Rivers has been serving the Charleston Low Country since 1968. All of the lawyers of Young Clement Rivers are proud to be partners with the Charleston County School District. We are convinced that the hard work of the school district employees and staff prepares our young people to face the challenges of the future. We look forward to continuing our partnership and in helping the school district to meet its standard of excellence.
Here's a question for you. What does this look like? It may look like a blank screen, but it's really an opportunity for you to reach your customers. With a great television commercial, video for your website, or website design, Comcast and Blue Wave Productions can create the right message to get you noticed. Call today and take the opportunity to make your business stand out from the crowd.
And welcome back, everyone, to CCSD Today. Well, I hope you enjoyed our tour of Haut Gap Middle School. As you can see, a lot of great things going on in that school right behind us. A special thank you to all the faculty, staff, and of course the students for allowing us to come in and take a look at Haut Gap Middle. And a special thank you to the principal, Travis Benintendo, also our good guy, Kit Fox, as well as the teacher, Mary Lee Borman. So I want to thank all of you for watching CCSD Today, and we'll see you next week.